Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Eden Crafters. We are on Terra and we're in this very barren place. And the reason we're here is because I ran out of energy crystals for my boat. Cleaned up a little bit of the ocean, but they didn't last very long. And I'm here for what is up there, the amethyst, so we can make more energy crystals. So that is the first thing that we're going to do today. I'll carry on cleaning up. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start building our city. I said I might do an AI chip build. It's still in my mind, but I'm not sure that it's actually necessary. I'm not sure what the EarthLink tower needs, because if we have a look at the planet analyzer, we're going to unlock that. And we only need to build one of these. And I'm not sure how many AI chips it needs. I might be able to just handcraft what I need. But we need to get the city area flattened out. We need to get water and power sorted out. We need a lot of power because I want to put another atmospheric control tower in the city. I don't need it, but it'll look pretty nice on the skyline. So we've got lots to do. Let's get stuck in. I think we're in range of power, but I'm going to put a power pole just to extend it a little bit. So wind turbine right there. If we have a look at the map, yep, we are covered. Water's clean, but we don't need water for this build. We do need the tier 3 miner, and I'm going to run it, I'm going to point it in that direction. There's something in the way. Oh, I can put it there. That is good. I'm going to bring the belt down into this little flat area over here. Just to there. That should be fine. I'll get the gem cutter, get my drone out. Oh wait, let's test this, because somebody said that it's in the settings. Is it controls? Rotate? I have no idea what that is. Let's try this. Nope, that still didn't work. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this was R. The mouse wheel rotates. That's the setting. All right, cool. So let's do that. So much easier. Yeah, and just keep learning new things. All right, well, look at that. So much easier to rotate things. Pop this down over here. I'm going to put a tier 3 warehouse down because I don't have many more places to put them. I'll just pop this. Wait, let's have a look. Go a little bit higher. I'll just put that over there. Yeah, that'll be fine. That brings my stack size up to 80, I think. And we'll take the belt, throw it in there, and then this will be making energy crystals. And we don't have enough power here because I'm only operating on basically 2 wind turbines. Ooh, it's very cold and I don't have my chips attached. Let's get a geothermal plant in over here. That should get things working. And then I'm going to put a climate regulator here, because if we look at the map, we are over here. And if we go to the planet analyzer, yeah, that area hasn't been touched. So I'm going to put one of these down over there. That should sort this area out a bit. And that means, well, I should have enough power then. Oh, right. I forgot to attach one piece of belt from there into there. And let's see. Yep, it's flowing now. Soon we'll have energy crystals. Let me just put my warming unit back on so I'm not so cold. There we go. But this whole area will get regulated soon enough. Oof, the only thing with this is it only produces 1 per minute. But that's because I don't have enough power. Weird. Alright. Well, in that case, we'll put another geothermal plant up here. I'm not sure that changes the 1 per minute thing. I see we have our first energy crystal going in. Fantastic. And now we should have enough power, and now it's doing 2 per minute. So not much faster, but still better. You'll also notice that my oxygen isn't going down very fast anymore, and I think that is because if we look at the planet's analyzer, we are at 94% Earth-like atmosphere. So I'm not going to need oxygen anymore soon. And since I'm going to be coming back here a bit, maybe I'll put a box down. I'll just put it over here. And for no real reason, I will just put a assembly bench in here. We are looking very strong on everything. Now, I need to check my stack size. Yeah, no, we're actually up to 90, so I only need one more, and I can put one in the city. And add a bit of variety in the buildings. Man, we've only collected 4 energy crystals. But what I would like to do is make a few more of these. That means I need to pick up some uranium ore and a few battery cells, because eventually I'm not going to need a heat-cold... I don't need radiation shield on. The warming unit I can keep for a moment. I will not need oxygen soon. So I'll be able to take that out. I have space for lots of batteries, so I can run endlessly. So I'll hop in here and I'll just make 10 battery cells in preparation. Good, those are all done. And oh, right, I need one more thing, and that will be a controller. That's done. And should I break the boat down? No, I can come back here. I'll probably have a teleporter in here, and that might mean I need to make this slightly bigger. So I'll stick another compartment on. Because we're going to be visiting this place, there's no way for the boat to call the energy crystals from elsewhere, so we actually physically have to pick them up. And then out here, I will put down a landing platform, and I'll do 2 of them, and they've linked. Get some stairs in, and the recall station right in there. And then I can call my plane in. There we go. Perfect. So the boat's going to live here for a moment. I will have to get it because I want to clean the water around where we're going to build the city. Let's go and start the city build. And where I'm going is over here. And on the way past, I have a uranium mine. So I'll stop and pick up a little bit of uranium. And park over here. Hop in there. I don't really need 90, but you can apparently split stacks by right-clicking. Oh, man, that means that these things that I picked 5 up of, where were they? Yeah, those cooling units and heating units, I could have actually just split them. Anyway, I don't need this many, and oh gosh, now I'm going to have a whole bunch. Anyway, I'll get rid of some of them. I don't need that much. And we'll continue. Now, I don't think I'm going to go to the city area first. What I first want to do is make sure that we have power. So there is a uranium node. We have a look at the map right down over here. And I'm going to set up, somewhere in this area, I will set up 2 nuclear plants. And they're going to need water. And we have clean water over in this area. And the uranium is somewhere up that way. So let me sit down over here. Now, if we have a look at the map, it is directly to the south. Okay, so it's over this mountain. And probably in a cave. Oh, I missed it. It's even higher up. No, it must be in a cave. Surely wouldn't be on top of this. Somewhere directly in front of us. Alright, I need to find the cave opening. Down here somewhere maybe? There it is. Man, how did I miss this? Wow. Alright, and then all the way down, and there it is. So we'll put a miner on it. Damn, if I'd known, I could have just picked the uranium up from here. Anyway, that's fine. I'll just drag this belt out, and we'll take it over to where we're going to do some processing, which will probably be around this area. And I'll put it over there. Oh no, that didn't work out at all. Darn it, now I have to remove all of this. Okay, I'm going to have to do that in pieces. Let me grab a bite. And I'm going to head over to our container over here. I think I have an assembler in there. And I'll get 2 of these high-capacity batteries made. Excellent. And now I can attach them. And that will take me up to 700 energy. And I really actually don't even need the oxygen anymore because it doesn't seem to be getting used. I need to fly all the way back up to that cave. And it did actually break the belt all the way back. Belt again. And then I think I'll just do this in short sections so I have a bit of control over it. And I'm going to let it come out over there. Yeah, that's good. And then bring it down the mountain again to there. That doesn't look bad. And then I can square it up in this area. I think I'll bring it down to this flat portion. So right around there. And then to get the maximum, we're going to get 2 refiners. So I need a splitter. So we'll pop that in there. And then the 2 refiners are going to need to be spaced a little bit because of the water inputs. So we'll have one there, and I'll just line that one up with that opening. Just like that. And then I'm going to bring water in. We only need a couple of hundred, but I can put a big pump in. There. We'll bring the pipe up to there, and then lift it up just a bit. And I'm going to take that pipe at that level through here, lift it up to about there, and then take that one in, grab my pipe hub, put that in there, and then final pipe into that one. And that doesn't look terrible. And then the belts in there, and do a little 90, spin that one into there. Not too bad. One of these is going to make 12 per minute. Obviously, once I've connected this belt. Together, they're making 24 per minute. That's enough to run 4 nuclear power stations. I only need 2. So I'm going to get this process started. The mine is producing 120, which is exactly what we need for 2. So nuclear plants, which are very large and also need water. One over there, and I'll just swing around this way and put another one in next to it. Right over oh, I need nuclear reactors. I'm a bit short of those. That's fine. I'll go handcraft a few more. So there you go, nuclear reactors. I'll just do 10 so that I have enough for another nuclear plant if I need it. Those are all done. The power is amazing now. With this, I could fly my way all the way across the map with my jetpack. Anyway, another nuclear plant, and I'll try and put it in at a similar level. So we'll do it there. It's going to leave a little bit of a a wall between them. I'll start doing preparations. We will need water here. I can just swing that around and we'll put this in over there. We'll get a pipe hub, put that over there. I'm also going to need to get myself a splitter. So I'm going to use this splitter and have it go like that. And that pipe should go underneath. That's fine. Conveyor belt into that one, and then we'll bring this. I'm going to have to bend it and bring it through this way. And then we can, I'm too far away. We can bend it in, come on, turn right there and lift it up. And then that can go straight in there. Cool, not bad. And then I have to go back for the pipe. Grab that one. We'll bring it across to there and straight in. And then this one, I will bring it up a little. I didn't get it perfectly aligned, but I can raise it over here and send that straight in. And then connect this to that. And we have water for both of them. Oh, only one more belt to connect and these will be online. And I'll take it from that refiner, bring it around this way. That's going to clip, isn't it? Right, let's line it up, raise it a little, and then take it straight through to there. And that will get these two nuclear plants online. So if we have a look at the map, we currently have total in network 3,750. That just jumped to 9,350, which will jump again to 14,950. Perfect. We have a lot of power available now. But I'm not finished in this area just yet because it's very, very barren. Need some greenery. And I have extra water over here. I'm only using 200. So I'll pop a hub in over there. Greenhouse down right there. Area fertilizer over there. Another hub just in here. And then the pipes. And those are all in. And then the belt. And this area will start greening up. I'm not sure how far it's going to reach, but it should get trees on the other bank. Okay, there's not much more I can do here. So I'm going to take a little flight because we need to connect this network up. So I need to get some power in there, and then I need to spread it down to this area here where I'll be doing the city. And if I stop here, this should be a good spot for it. Oh, we've got high temperatures. All right, well, I'll have to do this quickly then. I don't have a climate regulator in this area. Maybe I should put one down there. I mean, that one, it seems close, but obviously it's not working. Right, so this is the little area over here that the city is going to be built in. And if we have a look at the map, we are here. That is the area. And I'm going to have to flatten things because I'd like some shorefront property. And we also have a lake on the other side. It's actually quite a big area. Yeah, we can have the shorefront over this side. We'll break through there, but now I've left my steamroller somewhere. I have an idea where it is. I'll pop over and fetch it quickly. I could just... nah. I'll build another one. I also need to do my little area for my living quarters. Yeah, this will be a lovely place for a base. Right here. And then the city over there. This is really nice and flat over here. And this would have been good for a city too. It's a bit cramped. Oh, well, let's start organizing this. Yeah, we can put this over. We'll give ourselves some space. Although, we could do it on this side. Nah, we'll have the lake as a view. Right, so this is the beginnings of our base. And it'll have quite a big area in it. I do like how these look. They don't have that. They don't have pillars in the middle. Do the stairs work inside these? Oh, they do. Well, we're not 100% sure yet. Let's put a staircase over here and see what it does. Oh no, the stairs don't work in here. And we also we can't use those large windows. Oh, I see. Alright, well that's a bit sad. I do like the look of these ones. I'll obviously not be going double story then. We can have nice windows here though. Yeah, look at that. Alright, so this will just be one big area. And can we separate it with walls? We have walls. Ah, we can. And we have internal doors. Okay, good. That's fine. We'll use this. We will also need we'll need a bit of an airport. Now what I'd like to do for the airport is a little bit of digging down. That might be a bit deep, but I think it'll work. I'll clean this out. Let's see if we can attach another one. Yeah, like that. No, it didn't attach. So it's not one platform. Yeah, this is still not going to attach, is it? No. Darn. Okay, that doesn't look awful, but it's not exactly the way I wanted it. Let's try it again, now that we have a big hole. There's no real direction. Yeah, it just won't attach. Alright, well, we'll put some dirt back in the hole so we don't fall into it. And just do a little bit more cleanup around the outside. There, that looks neat. We can get rid of the quartz. And I will need another controller. So we will get the assembler, which is the machine I use the most close to the door, and get a controller built. And now we can head out and put our recall station right over there. And then test it. And it works. And it does put it in the middle of both, so they are connected, just not visually. And there's a fairly good chance I'm going to expand this because there's other ships to build. Another nice thing about this building is we have skylights. So we can put skylights in. That'll bring extra light into the building. But I'm going to expand this even more. And we'll have bedrooms back over here, I think. Then I'll expand this out a little bit. We can have our dining area. And then in the middle over here, we can have all of our production machines. Yeah, that looks good. We'll make this place look decent. Another thing that we need is a road. And I'll start the road out coming through this way. So to about there. And that road will then go through that mountain to the city. And we can extend it in that direction as well if we want to. Yeah, looks good. And the reason I want a road is because on the other side of the road, we are going to have our vehicle hangars. And I'm going to put them fairly close to the road. Now, I had some problems with this in the last playthrough. So let's see if they all work. I'll do 4 of them. Ooh, what am I missing? Ah, yes, there's the problem that I had. For some reason, in some places, it just won't attach. I'll break that down, attach that, and just go and check that there are actually internal walls. Oh, no internal walls. Yeah, that's perfect. That's what I wanted. And it has... it looks like it's dropped. Yeah. Oh, well. So I'm going to need another vehicle. I'll have a few, but for now, I think the tunnel drill is not so important because the road will make a tunnel. We'll get another steamroller. I need another controller and a few more wheels. I'll do a couple of controllers. Now, there are also a couple of things that I haven't automated, and that would be the fertilizer. I don't think there's a use for yet. I haven't found a use for it anyway. But the sulfuric acid, yeah, in the DNA manipulator, we actually need to find some sulfur, and I think there's some not too far away. Yeah, there's a sulfur deposit, so we could do that. There's a warehouse over here as well. Right, let's build our steamroller, and we'll put it down over here and put an energy cell in. Oh gosh, it doesn't like the ramp up to the road. Let's see if this works. Yeah, it does. We can park in here. It's not too difficult to get out, but I think what I'm going to do is just level this area so it doesn't give me those. It's going to give me those funny little things anyway, isn't it? We'll level the area on this side of the road. It's not leveling. No. Seriously? I want to go to this level. There. Just like that. That's the level. And I can bring that around. And if I have a look at the map, I'm pointing in this direction. Yeah, that looks good. I do feel that this might be a little bit low though. I think I'm going to break all of these down and rebuild them. Just level this area out first. Yeah, it's definitely a little low. And it hurts to do this because I got it right the very first time. Alright, those are all down. And then I can just level this area. Maybe I'll give it a bit more space. So I'll take it back from the road slightly to there. Okay, those are all connected. Yep, that one's doing it again. So we take this one down. Put that there and then that there. I think I've cracked the code. And then we need some fans. Give it a bit of extra stuff. Some windows. I think the windows will be on the side. On both sides. And maybe a window at the back. I don't know, maybe I'll extend 1 or 2 of these out. One thing we will need here, and I think I can put it on the back over there, is the charge panel. We'll do a charge panel there, so that when we park the vehicles in here, they get charged. And then doors across the front. For all the different vehicles we're going to have. Like the Rover, which is a fun vehicle. And I don't have any more energy cells on me, so I'll have to make some of those. Not important right now though, but I will need to eat. And with that done, okay, now I need to think about how I'm going to do this city. Do I do it around the lake? I don't know, because I really was thinking to do it over here, but now I'm thinking this area looks pretty nice, and I could do it over that side, but it's big. No, I'm going to do it on this side, and then we'll break through to the ocean over there, and that means we need a road. And we can get a T-junction going. Oh, hang on. Let's just make sure. Not doing anything really funky, is it? So if we head it out around the lake and we go kind of there, like that. What does that do? Ah, good. It's fine. My steamroller needs to do some work again. Yeah, it looks like I didn't fill certain things in that I really thought I had. Oh no, that's now raised. Man, I'm gonna have to come back and fix this road up. I honestly don't even know how that happened. Okay, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to bring this over. We are going to use it on that side. We can attach it to the end of the road, and then I'm going to do my fly over the mountains. And we'll bring this road in, right in over there. And it's made a nice tunnel for us to come through. And then this road will go all the way to the shore. A nice dead straight road. I'm not going to do any fancy platforming or anything. No, okay, I can't do that. I'm going to need to bring it down first. So we'll bring it down to there. Yeah, that looks fine. And then that's the level that we'll build the city at. So let me get my steamroller. We can smooth. All right, let's try doing this. So smooth, you hold the other button down, and I don't really see it doing anything. Yeah, it's kind of smoothing the slope. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Let's just drive through. I'll see what I can do about filling that area up. Right, so at this level, I'm going to start flattening this area. And we can break through, and we are at the coast. Yeah, maybe we can have some condos on the coastline or something. Okay, good. The area has been flattened. But I don't know if this space is going to be big enough. So I'm going to head straight through the mountains. And I've broken through to the lake. So I'm going to clear out a whole bunch of space around here, and then I'll smooth these cliff walls. But now time to sort of neaten things up a little. Ooh, smooth the cliffs. Try and make things look a little more natural. It's a little bit tricky sometimes. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to get it to look natural. Anyway, we have our opening. So let's start laying out some roads. We'll set this one. I've left that big rock in the middle as a bit of a feature. So what I'll do is make that like a park or something. And then I'm going to bring a road from there through to here. And then attach that one into there. Doesn't look terrible. And we'll curve a road like that. And continue that one straight down to there. We'll do another curve around this side. Why am I not able to get away from this rock? Oh, am I too far away? I am. And another curve around there. What happened to it? Try that again. It's just saying nope. Maybe the curve was too tight. Try something like that. There we go. And we'll bring that down to there. Oh, there's a change in level here somewhere. How the heck did that happen? Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. But it's okay. We are going to have a road coming off this one. And I'm going to bring it out and curve it around into this area. And I have no idea what it's doing behind me. Oh my word. Seriously, why? Oh geez, that's a pain. Why did it drop? Now I'm going to have to fill this whole flippin' piece of road in. You know, it's the little things that are annoying. I am not exactly sure why it did that, but maybe it was supposed to, and I'm supposed to fill up around the edges of the road, but it shouldn't really be doing that. So, back where we were. And maybe this time, that's the straight line to there. Seriously? It's still at ground level, it's just digging out a hole. Okay, well, if that's how it works, that's how it works. Bring that to there. See, now that works nicely. And I can bring that out to there. This hasn't changed level. It actually has. It's lifted. Oh gosh. That is right. Good. Right, now I do need to bring power into this area. And at the moment, the power doesn't reach here. It only reaches about as far as our base. So I'm going to fly over there and I'm going to put up another geothermal plant. And we'll just shove it in the back over here. We're at the right level. Cool. Now we'll also need to put, once that's built, yeah, it still doesn't reach the city, but I can put a wind turbine up on the mountain over there. Man, I'm not fond of how this road ties in. And the wind turbine can sit up there. Yeah, this area looks big enough now. Should handle everything. And I think in here I'm going to put down... Oh, you know what? I don't have any energy crystals. So, I'm going to take a little drive back and we'll make ourselves a little undercut over here so that we can get through. And I'm going to take my plane and fly over. We'll go and fetch some energy crystals and our boat. And we have arrived. Now I can see how many energy crystals we have in storage. Oh, that's quite a nice number. I'll take them all. We don't really need them for anything else. This is still working, albeit slow. And I might as well drive the boat over. We'll put the energy crystals in. How much does that give us? 25 minutes. That's excellent. Now, when you're in the open water, this boat might seem slow, but it's actually pretty quick. So we'll head out into the open water, and just on the map... Oh, I need to eat something. We are going to head around this island and go to our little area over here. And on the way, we'll do some cleaning. What the hell? I'm getting extreme temperature warnings. I don't even know what extreme temperatures I'm getting. What the heck? Alright, so I gotta head away from this, otherwise I'm not gonna make it. Come on. Man, I'm in the middle of the ocean. This would be a really bad time to die. Okay, I'm out. Let's sort my health out again. Okay, so I need to put a climate regulator over on that island. Why am I getting extreme temperatures? This is insane. Alright, well, I'm not wearing the shielding. I probably should put some of that on. And we have arrived. And if I get out over here, there we go. Didn't fall in the water this time. So I'll whip the energy crystals out, take that out, break this down. We are clean over here now. Oops, I didn't need to drop that. I've got a whole bunch of rock on me that I don't need. And I'll just take the boat over to the lake. I actually think that the boat being over there reached the lake. It looks clean now. Let's get in and see if it is. Huh, it is. Well, yeah, we'll have our little water sport area here. It's clean, I suppose. And this boat cleans an enormous area. We're at 34% cleaned, and we're at 100% Earth-like atmosphere, so I don't need oxygen bottles anymore at all. I'm going to need to put the shielding back on, so at least one cooling module. I don't need oxygen, so I can replace that. So I don't have problems anymore. But now we were coming around the top of this area, and we were getting extreme heat warnings. And that is basically the same as where we are now, where we weren't getting heat warnings. So weird. Right, let's start building some city buildings. And we'll do these condo-style jobs over here. That'll look nice. And once again, I'd love to be able to flip things, but alas, we'll put one of those over there. They have a view into the rocks. Right, so there's the first two. Now, I do want some big buildings in here. And not just the high-rise blocks, these habitats. Well, let's do a habitat. I think we can fit one in if I rotate it. We'll leave a bit of space, and we'll put that over there. So that's half of our achievement done. Yeah, I'll fix up roads and stuff. Over here, we are probably going to have our EarthLink tower. It's quite a big building. And then down in this direction, I will extend the road a little towards that opening. Like, we'll give it a bit of a curve. Something like that. This will cut through. No, I'll carry on with a curve. We'll do that. And then a couple more buildings. Let's see, we can have one right at the end of the road. These are the really fancy people. Where's the entrance side? This side. Bring that to there. And then another unit over... gosh, where? We're not limited. We can have more of them. Oh, the sun's coming up. And we'll put that one over there. And then we need one more of the big buildings. I'll bring that one in over here, I think. Yeah, this should be good. We can bring that one in over there. Yeah, that's fine. And then once those are built, we have unlocked the final achievement. And I think I'm going to redo this section of road. So now we have space for other buildings. And we have some really nice buildings, like the atmospheric control tower, which could fit in over here. Yeah, that'll look nice. We also have a climate regulator, which we need in this area anyway, so I'll put it over. Now, that is where we're going to put the EarthLink. So I can put this one in over here. There are no stairs on this. It just looks nice from this angle. And then we can add a few more of these buildings in as fillers. And there we go. We have the teleportation pod, we have the EarthLink communications tower, and the EarthLink communications tower needs 10 quantum processors. That's it. So I will take my boat over that way. We'll park it over here at the shore. Very nice. Now these handcraft very slowly, but we need 10 of those. So let's do them. I have everything. So I am going to do... I'm going to fix this road. I don't like this. And I'll have to check how far it broke through. It should have gone all the way through. Yeah, not quite. So we'll break this piece out as well. And that piece there. All right. And then I'm going to bring this... it'll be fairly level. So we'll connect that and bring it back through and connect it directly up to our road. Right there. That's much better. And we've got an extra tunnel for free. All right, now, the city even looks pretty impressive from here. And it does look like we could have some more buildings, some more of these small ones in over here. So let's first extend this road. I think I'll have it just come out to there. No, that doesn't look good. We'll keep it straight right to there. And then maybe I could make a bridge. We'll put another one of these over on this side. And because it looks like the entrance is on this side, let's have a little extra road coming off and going over there. And because of that, we could maybe just slot another one of these in. Yeah, that it's looking like it's filling up a bit now. So from here, I wanted to reserve this spot for our EarthLink tower, which is this one. It's also quite an impressive building, quite tall. Uses 3,000 megawatts. Have a look at our map. How much power do we have? Yeah, we have like almost 8,000, I think. Good. EarthLink tower going on this side of the road. Right there. Did I go too far? Oh, I did. Hold on. Try that again. Yeah, this road didn't come through straight. So it's kind of everything is a bit off. We'll put that there. That's good. And we have space for a couple more of these buildings. Or at least one. And we'll put that so that the roadside is over here. And then I'll just need to do some cleaning up. And then we're going to need to green this place. We'll put a greenhouse down over here. We'll point that to the shore. Get an area fertilizer over here. This will make the area look a little bit more full as well. More variety. Small water pump right there. Pipe hub over there. And then I can attach the pipes. That one going in there. That to there. That into there. And a belt into there. And then we just wait for everything to green up. Now there's not enough water. Oh, that's right. This actually doesn't need to be a small one. I'll take out this piece of pipe as well. Yeah, greening up needs 200 liters. So either one of these or two of the smaller ones. And now we're happy. And because it's so far away from the other side, we'll do the same over there. EarthLink tower is built, is it? Yes. Well, almost. It takes a while. Pretty big building. The skyline will look impressive though. We have a space available for something over here. Maybe another one of these? Let's see how that fits. It's a bit tight. You can't create terrain that would overlap. Oh, I see. Does that work? No. Oh, it does. Alright, well, that's where it's going. I'm just sticking things into spaces. Alright, well, it won't go in over there. And we have a little spot at the back over here that we can put in our greening apparatus. This should work, yeah, plenty of space. So we will do a greenhouse over here. Area fertilizer right in there. We'll get the pipe hub. And this time it's going to be going into that one first. Pipe into there, pipe into there, belt into there, and then a pump over here. So we'll stick that in. Come on, work there. And we'll drag that pipe through to there. And that will start greening. Well, the greening's already started and it's spreading over this way. And I suppose we could do another one over on that side somewhere. Why not? Wow, look at our city from here. That looks pretty amazing. Now, if we go to our planet analyzer, we don't have anything. You've reached the final terraformation stage for now. Eden Crafters is still in early access with more content on the way. Nice. Well, I think this looks like a decent spot for a bit of greening up. This time I'll just start with the pump. We'll rotate this into position right over there. Get our area fertilizer in and semi-lined up. Pipe hub over there. And then we can throw the pipes in. There to there, there to there, and there into there. And a belt into there. And now we'll start getting trees around here as well. Good, that's all done. So there will be a lot of trees around here. If we just have a look at the planet analyzer again. You can see this area is greened up a lot. I still need to... Oh, wait, hang on. This is the area over here. We're getting a lot of greening going on. And I think this Earth-like atmosphere does help a little bit. But I obviously still have work to do. There's a cold region, very cold region over here. There's still some radiation. And this island has a hot area. And there's still some super hot areas on the island that we're on. Now we do have some more parts to play with. Where's the one I'm looking for? Yeah, we've got these platforms. Now they're not exactly piers, but I don't see why we couldn't use them as piers. So you'd be able to walk down onto this. Oh, they don't want to do that if there's no bottom support. So we could have like a little marina type thing going on here. Let's go get the boat and see if it works. And there's one last building that I'd like to put in here, and that is... Ooh, yeah, that doesn't look very good hovering like that. We definitely need better options. If I get out... I was on the wrong side. I'll pull out, go around the other side and see if it'll actually land me on the pier instead of in the water. Nope, in the water. Yeah, we definitely need something better for that. But yeah, we have another tier 3 warehouse to build. I built the extra quantum processors for it. Just don't know where I'm going to put it. Yeah, maybe over here. This might work. It is pretty big, but this looks like a good place for it. Give it a little bit of space, and it can go in there. And that will bring our stack size. Let's see, do we have anything stacking? No, we don't. As you can see, things are filling up again. And then we'll have this as a park in the middle. I really feel like I need to redo this road. So let's have a look. If we do it from here... No, come on. No. So if we do it from there, and we bring it all the way through and go Alt, straight line, like that. Yes, that works. No, it doesn't because it went up. Oh, goodness. Alright, try that again and try and get it down to a proper level. Okay, this time it snapped into the road. Why? Because it's right next to it. Okay, that's not the right spot. Needs to be there. Yeah, that's the right one. Alright, let's get closer and make sure that we've got it at the right level. Is that correct now? It looks like it. Yeah, it's fine. I can bring the bulldozer in to fix this. Then just connect it into this road. No, it does a funny little thing over here. So we can bring it further along to there and do a turn about there and then in. Did that work? Yeah, that worked. And we've got a little space here for something. Oh, well, much better. Maybe what I can do over here is put in like a little maintenance department. So just like one container. We still have to do an airport for the city. Oh, and we have a new toy to play with, and that is this. And we need 4 quantum processors for that. I have the energy crystals, so we did need energy crystals for that. So, an assembly bench in here as well. I've made the quantum processors, but I don't think I'm going to use them right now because I've run out of time. So, I'm going to take a drive through here and see what our city looks like. Oh, and this tunnel has a problem. Yeah, I can phase through those. I'll have to fix that. Yeah, we come out. There's a big warehouse. And yes, this looks good. And we can drive around our city. Yeah, I've got some roads to finish. And there's a tree in the middle of the road, a dead one. That takes us up to here. That road's going to need to be fixed because it's elevated itself. And then we can drive through this way. I'm going to need to bring the bulldozer through here and clean this up. We can drive around the bend and all the way to this end. It does feel city-ish. There's lots of grass around. Yeah, and we've got our little dock with a boat. Yeah, not too bad. And this would be the entrance. Oh, the entrance is on this side. Well, I've kind of messed up in a few places. That looks alright. Bit of clipping, but not too serious. We have our little base container over here. Oh, there we go. We have a city. It looks quite snazzy. Got the sunrise going. The ocean is clean. We have greenery around this area. Our city does look quite nice. There's a fair variety in the buildings, and we have power for everything. Yeah, there's still a few things to do, a bit of cleaning up. I would still like to automate the AI chips. I feel like the teleporters come a little bit too late, maybe the boat as well. But we'll probably have another episode then. We can do the AI chip facility, and I think the AI chip facility is most likely going to be here because we need... Let's just hop in here. I don't think I can pin a recipe from here. But we need circuit boards. They need quartz and copper, osmium, and ruby. Osmium, yeah, that's just osmium ingots. So osmium, ruby, quartz, and copper. If we have a look at the map, we have ruby, we have osmium up there, we have copper, and we have quartz. Well, there's copper over here. So this area might be a good spot for building that factory. It's nice that there are 2 ruby deposits. That means that I could maybe increase the energy crystal production. Oh no, wait, that's amethyst. I can't do that. Not much more I need ruby for, but there's a lot of ruby for some reason. I could come over here and do more of the energy crystals, or bring that belt around to this area, process it and store it in here, because they do produce pretty slowly. Although we're not going to need a lot of them for everything, we do need them for the teleporters, and we need them for cleaning the water. But I also need to come and put in a climate regulator in this area. So there is still a bit more to do. Even though we've got the city, we have put the EarthLink tower up, and that means that it'll send a signal to say that this planet is ready to accept guests, and in a couple of 100 years people will arrive. Or maybe sooner, who knows. But if you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments, let me know your thoughts. And if there's anything else you'd like to see, I might have to do a tips video on this game, because there are a lot of little hidden things like the rotation, which I found out after Jeepers. I've done many episodes on this game, and I never knew that you could use your mouse wheel to rotate. Also the lifting of the belts and pipes, that's pretty cool. We also need to be able to put trees in. Now we have the DNA manipulator, which I haven't built yet. I apologize, the DNA replicator, and that allows you to make specific trees, and that means we need to get sulfuric acid automated, and I might as well do the fertilizer as well. So there is a bit more to do. But thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!